Welcome back to Detroit Piston Me Off. The show is about to begin. We got a great show for you folks. Today we're talking about Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Detroit Pistons. My number one favorite team, of course, Detroit, and my number two favorite team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Born in Michigan, relocated to Tulsa. You know how it goes. Anyways, let's break down the upcoming two preseason matchups that we have. The second of which will be at the BOK Center, where I will be giving you coverage there. Hopefully, Jalen Duren will play. He is doubtful. So that brings up the opportunity for who? James Wiseman and Marvin Bagley, and try to ensure that backup power forward spot. You know, will they try different lineups? First of all, we saw a coming out party for Mr. Chet Holmgren as he and Wembanyama went head to head, and both of them played exceptionally well. To me, honestly, Chet Holmgren might have impressed me more than even Victor Wembanyama in that game, as he was all over the place defensively, making stops, cutting to the rim, shooting from the outside. He looks to be a very good player. The Pistons may have some matchup issues when it comes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's go ahead and talk about that right about now. I assume the starting five for the Oklahoma City Thunder is most likely at point guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, shooting guard Joshua Giddey, small forward Jalen Williams, the one from St. Mary's, not Jalen with the Y. Jalen Williams should be the starting small forward. He looked very good in his rookie campaign, averaging 14.1 points, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He came on huge in the second half, becoming a very solid player, one of the top rookies last year. If they played Chet Holmgren at the center, then you would go with Holmgren, Dort, Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. If they choose to go with a larger lineup, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, the other Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA. Looking forward to see a familiar face from the Detroit Pistons now on the Oklahoma City Thunder, a player that many of you Piston fans actually did appreciate his small time at the end of last season, Eugene Omoruyi. I believe he's just on a 10-day or a development contract, probably not going to make the main squad, as Oklahoma City still has some cuts to make, but we may see him play the Pistons here in the next 2 games. I like Eugene because he went out there and gave maximum effort, sometimes not always knocking down those open shots from behind the arc, but he'll definitely hoist them up. So how do we match up lineup-wise with the Oklahoma City Thunder? Who would guard Josh Giddey? In my opinion, would probably be Cade Cunningham on Giddey, and then you'd have Asar Thompson guarding Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and assuming Bojan actually plays in this ball game. It depends on what lineup they also start, but Luguentz Dort might be a nice assignment for a player like maybe a Bojan. Not a real fast type of player, more of a physical type of player. He probably could do well defensively against Luguentz. Chet Holmgren provides some matchup problems if he plays the power forward spot. A little too tall for Isaiah Stewart, and speedy could give him some issues. Jalen Duren probably will be out, so we know Marvin Bagley and also James Wiseman has often struggles on the defensive end. But look for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to be guarded by Asar Thompson, possibly Cade Cunningham, but I would assume that job is on Asar Thompson. They want him to guard the best player on the opposing team, the most athletic, and the man with the most defensive skills of anyone on the Detroit Pistons. Now, Jalen Williams could be an issue. Who guards Jalen Williams? Well, that also, I'd like Asar to guard him as well. Yeah. May have to go with a smaller lineup, possibly, depending on if they start Dort or if they start Jalen Williams, the center version. Then the Pistons may have to adjust accordingly, because I don't like Bojan Bogdanovic guarding Jalen Williams. That would need to be Asar or Cade in that circumstance for me. The Detroit Pistons and the Oklahoma City Thunder, 2 teams with exceptional young talent. I would say the Oklahoma City Thunder are about a year or 2 ahead of the Pistons right now. They do have a star already in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Cade Cunningham hasn't quite gotten to that level yet. I do expect he's well on his way in that department. They also have Aleksej Pokusevski. They got 2 unicorns on this team. Basically, they got 2 really tall, skinny white guys. They're like 7'3" and above. Ridiculous. Hopefully, we see the best lineup Oklahoma City has to offer so we can judge our Pistons more accurately. So that's all I got to say on that, my friends. And I can't wait till Thursday night for the first of 2 games, both on Thursdays, one this week and one the following week. So who guards Chet Holmgren, huh? Well, I want to say Asar Thompson again, but no, he can't guard everybody. So most likely, if Jalen Durant's out, I would assume that he would be guarded by a Marvin Bagley or a James Wiseman, and Holmgren may be able to wreak havoc on these two hapless defenders. Isaiah Stewart, possibly, if they want someone to muscle him around, but he's giving up about 7 inches, so that could be an issue there. So let me know what you think in the comments. Who do you like guarding who on the Detroit Pistons versus the Oklahoma City Thunder? Go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be reminded when my videos are uploaded, and I'll see you next time on Detroit Piston Me Off.